A new law in Colorado has patrons lining up out the doors literally to purchase a product that's now legal in that state. Natalie Guthrie explains how the effects of sales of the item in Colorado could possibly have on the teens in Needham.
The historic first legal sales of recreational marijuana to those 21 years and older began on January 1st in Colorado, making it the first state in the nation and the first government in the world to control and regulate a legal recreational marijuana industry.
Legal doesn't mean that it's safe. You can have something that's legal. Cigarettes, for example, are legal if you're over the certain age, but they're not safe. So we don't really want to give kids the impression that it's safe, even though in Colorado it is legal.
And as the country watches Colorado take the lead in recreational drug use, some fear that the passage of this new law could lead to an increase in underage use of marijuana. Director of Needham Youth Services John Madelman says not only is the drug not legal for teens and young adults, but there's also some safety precautions that people need to keep in mind.
Well, it's not safe for a lot of reasons. First of all, just in terms of the tar, nicotine, superheated air, just like cigarettes, it's not safe on that level. We also know a lot more about marijuana now than we did even 5 years ago. We know that kids have brain development to the age of 25. So think about this. If your brain is developing and you're introducing a substance which is harmful, say if you were drunk and you're trying to build a house, that wouldn't go too well. Well, internally a house is being built, and we don't want to really infuse that with alcohol and drugs, especially marijuana, which can stay in the system for up to 30 days during that process of construction.
In 2012, Commonwealth voters overwhelmingly opened the door to the medical use of marijuana. Here in Massachusetts, the Department of Public Health is currently in the process of implementing an act for the humanitarian use of marijuana for medical purposes, in anticipation of the unveiling of 35 state licenses this month.
Well, it is a mixed message, and we need to accept that. Think about the mixed messages that kids hear all the time. Alcohol is legal, but is alcohol safe? So parents need to start a conversation by saying, I understand it's a mixed message, this is confusing, because it is confusing. We also have to understand that marijuana changes a lot generation to generation. The last generation, 15, 20 years ago, was different. Now, marijuana is 10 times more potent. So we're talking about a different chemical.
5 medical marijuana dispensaries are seeking town approval for a license in Needham, but the Board of Selectmen remain hesitant to support or oppose any marijuana dispensaries. Needham has a moratorium for dispensaries in place until March 1st, 2014. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Natalie Guthrie.